Ever wondered if Ninja Gaiden 4 can match the hype of its predecessors? Or is it just flashy tricks without substance? Let's see what the demo has to offer. The combat, as expected, is just wild. You're slashing through enemies, blood everywhere, enemies flying around like they just got thrown out of a circus act. The new twist is something called the Blood Raven form. Basically, each weapon has an alternate mode, activated with a gauge that fills up over time or in combat. For example, the dual swords can turn into a massive odachi, while the rapier weapon becomes this crazy drill lance. And honestly, it feels just as brutal as it sounds. Like, oops, sorry guys, that's your entire health bar gone kind of brutal. Blood Raven isn't just flashy, it's tactical. If enemies are blocking, it's great for breaking guard. Against bosses, timing Blood Raven attacks correctly can stagger them, opening a window for heavy damage. Spam it, and you get a tiny stagger. Time it perfectly, and suddenly the boss is wobbling like a toddler on roller skates. It adds a surprising amount of skill expression to the combat, which is always welcome. Now, when playing as Ryu, this same mechanic is called Gleam. It's essentially an empowered version of his moveset, kind of like the true Dragon Sword from Ninja Gaiden 2 Black. It makes your attacks bigger, flashier, and more satisfying. Basically everything you want when you're slicing through a horde of enemies. Defensive options have also gotten a much-needed boost. Perfect blocks and perfect dodges let you follow up with counterattacks, giving combat a bit more depth than just spamming dodge and attack. And unlike some parry-heavy games where you have a massive telegraphed windup to react to, here the timing feels skill-based but not punishing. You can string together a perfect block into a Blood Raven attack, knocking multiple enemies around like bowling pins, and it feels genuinely awesome. Then there's the ultimate gauge. Pop it, and your Blood Raven or Gleam attacks become overpowered for a short time. It's pure chaos in the best way. Instant kills, multi-enemy takedowns, and that glorious feeling of, yes, I just destroyed everyone in sight. Honestly, executing a well-timed ultimate is like the combat version of popping a champagne bottle. Messy, loud, and incredibly satisfying. Difficulty-wise, it's there, but it's fair. Even on normal mode, bosses aren't pushovers. One fight took about 5 or 6 attempts just to figure out patterns and timings. That's a good middle ground. You feel challenged, but not like the game is trolling you for fun. And if you're a completionist type, side quests reward you with ninja coins to spend on consumables, like health boosts or attack buffs, keeping you engaged without forcing you into grind mode. Graphically, the game looks clean and detailed. Bosses feel menacing, regular enemies satisfyingly squishy, and the weapons' visual effects are actually enjoyable to watch. It's the kind of game where you don't just enjoy the gameplay, you enjoy watching the gameplay happen. And honestly, some of those enemy takedowns are so ridiculous they make you laugh out loud. There's a certain over-the-top charm that Ninja Gaiden has always carried, and it's still here. But it's not perfect. The game can get a little chaotic when fighting big groups, and timing those perfect blocks and Blood Raven attacks in the heat of a swarm can feel frustrating. Sometimes the camera doesn't quite give you the best angle, and there were a few moments where enemy hit detection felt a bit wonky. These are minor, but worth noting if precision combat is your thing. Overall, if you're a fan of the series, Ninja Gaiden 4 is going to feel like home with a fresh twist. The core combat is intact, the new mechanics like Blood Raven and Gleam add depth, the ultimate attacks are ridiculously satisfying, and defensive play finally feels meaningful. If you've never played a Ninja Gaiden game, this might feel intense at first, but the game is structured in a way that lets you gradually learn the ropes without smashing your controller too much. In short, the demo shows a game that respects its roots while adding enough new toys to keep you entertained. Just be ready to get hit. A lot. And when you finally pull off that perfectly timed Blood Raven attack on a boss, you'll feel like an absolute legend. So, is Ninja Gaiden 4 worth playing? Based on the demo, yes. If you're into high skill, high intensity, blood everywhere combat, this is going to scratch that itch. Just don't expect a relaxing stroll in the park. This is Ninja Gaiden, chaotic, challenging, and brutally fun. So that's the lowdown on Ninja Gaiden 4 based on the demo. Don't forget you can also check out Ninja Gaiden 2 Black. It's a great way to see where a lot of these mechanics came from and relive some of the series' best moments.